Hey there, in this video we're going to take a look at what kind of apps I have installed on my Mac machine, and I hope some of these apps are going to be useful for you. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Alexander and I make free software to help Notion and Anki users all around the world be more successful in their learning journeys. So if you haven't already, smash the like and subscribe button. Over here on my desktop I have random backgrounds set up from Miku. That's what's going to be changing around in the background, just so you know. Let's open up Finder here. Here's my application folder. Let's change the view just a little bit so we can get some huge icons. Air Server is actually something I installed recently. I won't be using that. So let me open up a new app called App Cleaner, which I use to uninstall other apps. So it's actually very nice. It's going to figure out the directories used and then you can just delete stuff. You can also use the list stuff, but I like dragging stuff over. Audacity is not something I really use. I've tried it, but I don't really use it, so uninstall it. So this is actually a nice thing to clean up my computer. Blisk I don't really use. Actually, let's use split view. So Divi, I'll have links for all the apps I'm mentioning. So Divi lets me resize my windows like that. DaVinci Resolve is the video editing software I'm using. What else do we have? League of Legends. It's a game. I've started playing it. It's cool. MiniTube is something I like. It's a desktop client for YouTube. On Linux, it's free, I think, but on Mac OS, it costs money. So I bought this app. I don't remember how much it cost. So here is something I searched for: how to get Twitch donations. So you probably know it by now. I stream on Twitch for fun and profit. No, mostly for fun. But I haven't actually received Twitch donation yet. So I was curious on how actually people get donations. So that's why I was searching for that. But you can search for anything. I'm just going to click one of the previous and then you have the videos here. So it's a very simple app actually. It's cool. And one thing I like about it is the search results here are very different compared to the ones on the YouTube website. Yeah, so you can see I have a lot of code editors. I don't really use all of them. So RubyMine is legacy. It's something I was using for some old code bases, but I don't need it. Sublime, I use also a code editor, removing that. So Wine, definitely removing that. So that's basically a compatibility layer thing. So you can run Windows apps on macOS, but it doesn't always work. So you can see App Cleaner is very useful for uninstalling apps. WaterFox is a variant of the Firefox browser I was using to test some stuff. Wondershare is a video tool, which we don't need. Visual Studio Code Insider is I think that's the bleeding edge version of Visual Studio Code. Vimmari is a Safari extension to have Vim key bindings in Safari. Typora, that's I think this is a markdown editor that Marcel recommended me. It's cool, it works, but I haven't really used it that much, so let's actually uninstall it too. What? It's protected. So if yeah, it's because it's running. So we'll not delete it. And Twitch Studio is something I use for streaming. So by the way, if you haven't joined the live stream, check it out. I'm going to have the link in the description. TweetDeck is a UI for Twitter. I haven't used it in a while, so probably going to delete that too. Trello is like a Kanban board thing. It's really nice. So yeah. This is a time tracking tool I stopped using. Man, I have a lot of stuff that I'm not using here. Telegram 2, what's the difference? I think I'm gonna delete this one. No, actually, let me not do that. I don't want to set up Telegram again. We'll just leave them there. Text, this is the LaTeX stuff. Steam, you guys probably know. It's web store for buying games. Slack, the chat app. SourceTree is something Chandu, somebody on Twitch recommended me, one of my amazing subscribers. Screen, I don't remember what the hell that is. Oh yeah, this is some screen sharing tool. We're gonna uninstall that. I haven't used it in a while. So you guys can see like there are a lot of apps I haven't really used. Remove that. What else do we have? JS scratches. Run.js I appreciate. It's like interpreter for JavaScript. You can run code fast. I tried using Polar, but it's, yeah, for incremental reading. I still have to make a video about PDF stuff. Let me know in the comments if you want me to make a video about incremental reading with PDF files. Play on Mac is also some Windows stuff I was trying out. Doesn't work, so delete. Let's go through this then. So 1Password is the app I use for my password management. I'm not going to open that up. AdBlock is a Safari extension, I think. Adobe Creative Cloud, yeah, that's you have to use that in order to use, for example, Adobe XD. Alcatriti is a terminal I use, recommended to me by one of my Twitch friends, Marcel, thanks. It's working nice. I had some issues with Hyper.js. It was becoming laggy. It had worked mostly fine. Anki, you guys probably know, the revolutionary spaced repetition tool. App Store is the built-in stuff. I don't really use that much. Baba is used a game. BB Edit is a really cool code editor. I have the free one, so yeah. I use this one mostly when I'm debugging Notion to Anki payloads, when I need to take a look, or when I'm adding a new feature and I need to study. I like the default formatting they have here. Cool. So what else do we have here? Let me actually close the BB Edit. Yeah, so Be Focused is a Pomodoro countdown thing. This is how it looks like. So I like doing that when I just want to use the Pomodoro technique. I actually read the book about the Pomodoro technique. I'll drop a link in the description. And yeah, so I try to use it when I remember, but I also have another app on the phone called Forest, which is pretty cool. So I'll have a link to that. Let's see. Chess, I actually haven't played this in a while. So this is the built-in chess app on macOS. So you can play chess on the macOS built-in. CMD Quit. It's basically a few clicks you can close all the apps. Really like that, because then I sometimes open a lot of windows, a lot of different applications, and then I don't want to command close everything. And macOS will by default start them all over again for me. So yeah, it's really nice to be able to, with a few clicks, just close everything up to save. Sometimes your computer gets slow, so I just want to do it fast without clicking through a lot. Contacts app, I never use that. Dash, this is one of my favorite apps. It's the documentation tool. So I wish this was integrated with Anki, because this is something I use. Let's say I need to look up something on, so I can browse documentation offline or online, so it's really nice. DaVinci Resolve, the video editor software. The script I don't really use. I was experimenting with it. Let me remove that. Discord. Yeah, so this is the chat app I use the most. It's really insane how much I use it. Yeah, so you can join the Discord. Check out the description for a link. So it's fun. Docker, virtualization stuff, so I can run different kinds of applications locally. And also I use it for Notion to Anki, so I don't have to set up a lot of crap every time I need to do stuff. FaceTime built-in app. Firefox, I don't really use them that much, but I do it sometimes for testing, because Firefox has some really great developer tools. FlowSync is not something I use anymore. That's an app from an old sports watch I used to have. Yeah, what else do I have? So this is built in. This guest timer is actually pretty cool. I don't use it that much, but it's like you can drag from the top here and create a timer. Look at this. Isn't this a fancy animation? And then you can remind me, make or clean apartment. And then you have created a reminder. So it's very cool. Very fancy. GIMP, I don't really use it that much, but I had to do some pixel perfect stuff, so then I added it. Google Chrome is the browser which works for most websites. Yeah, so that's like a general overview. Over 80% of the people who are watching this video are not subscribed. Make sure to like and subscribe.